Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Trilagy, welcome to our podcast.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. As you know, we are running a podcast, and the topic that we chose for our podcast is about the hip hop. As we know, this is one of the fastest genre in the world that has got a lot of fans all around the continent, and everybody from young to the old people, they're listening to them, they love it. And there are many hip hop artists in Australia. After listening to many works that they've done, which are beautiful, we chose you to have our guest to our podcast, which is our pleasure.
Oh, that's dope. Thanks for having me, man.
I'm going to the first question, which I'm sure that a lot of fans would ask you as well. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you come from? How did you get to the hip hop? And a little bit of your background.
Okay, well, I'm based in Melbourne, but yeah, we moved here. My parents are Mauritian, by the way, so all my background is basically Mauritian, but I was born in the UK. So yeah, came from the UK to Australia, and I've pretty much been in Melbourne ever since.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Why hip hop?
Well, when I was a young kid,
Yes.
it was Prince and Michael Jackson.
Yep.
So that R&B side was always there, and that was me as a kid. And then I sort of, as I was getting a little bit old, like teenager, getting a little bit older, just everyone around me was like into, Public Enemy and
Yep.
NWA, Ice Cube, Ice-T, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember it very well.
Yeah, and I was a kid, like this is just before I was like teenager and stuff. So, I was listening to stuff like, I don't know, I was just drawn to that music. I have no idea why. I don't know, because the funny thing is too, I used to like, even I was learning guitar for a few years, and so I kind of left hip hop for a little while. Sort of it's like rock and all that type of stuff, and then yeah, ended up just even at that point ended up going back to hip hop and stuff. So.
What kind of message you're looking for to infuse in your work?
Real world stuff, everyday stuff, stuff that affects people,
Current affairs.
Current affairs, man, like everything. I mean, look at the world at the moment,
That's right.
So there's plenty of material,
Sure.
to talk about. And like you were saying, with the people using it to tell stories, like hip hop is one of the best genres to do that, because you, like, singing is cool, but like rap, you literally can speak that to people, you know
Sure.
what I mean? And it's broader. With singing, you got such and such time, as with any song, but it's not hip hop, you know what I mean? Like hip hop is, it's just something else,
Melbourne is the art city in Australia, and everybody knows that. And what kind of the opportunity Melbourne has provided for you as a hip hop artist that you might not be able to find it much in different cities?
Different places. The networking's different here, but I say that I haven't really been much overseas yet, So I'm starting to speak to overseas people now and planning things and whatnot. But one thing I guess the whole hip hop scene in general is different here. I don't know about these other sort of things, because a lot of times I'm preoccupied in that field, in that area of stuff. So networking, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
But even that's not necessarily different to any other place. But I guess Melbourne is different. Well, Melbourne, the music scene and the music scene in general in Australia is different, because it doesn't necessarily, you don't have to necessarily be doing one genre. Like in the States, everyone's doing trap, or they're doing this, that, and
Sure.
they don't have to do that. But a lot of people make a lot of money doing that stuff. And not that it's all about making money, but just in this country, I guess they're not so focused on the exact style. Just has this person got something to say, and is it something that they feel or whatever, So it's a little bit different in that sense. But I mean,
Are you working with any artists at the moment?
yeah, I'm working with a couple artists at the moment. We just dropped just about to drop a new single and video for a track called Attitude. That's with another Melbourne sort of dancehall kind of rap artist, Zito. I'm also just about to finish another single with another actual fellow artist as well, through a friend of mine. He goes by MV Prince, and the artist that he's that I'm working with is through him is actually called Treasure K.
Yes.
And the single's called Only You. I do a little feature thing on that. And yeah, that'll be out soon as well. So yeah.
And is it gonna be in the same genre, hip hop, the production?
Yeah, the Only You one is more sort of old school, kind of 90s influence, like slash little bit of that trap influence. You gotta have that nowadays.
That should be interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, it's yeah, it was one of the I really liked that track, you know, the first time they played it without what I did on it and stuff, so
sure.
It was easy for me to come up with something, so yeah.
Apart from collaboration with different artists, do you have any project on your own that you're concentrating on at the moment?
Yeah, well, I was starting my EP and then I've just been getting hit up with, you know, artists and stuff, and I always wanted to collab with artists anyway, man, so that was kind of on the back burner, but yeah, I'm always in the middle of sort of recording that, so hopefully, you know, in the next, I don't even want to put a date on it yet, but I should have an EP coming out fairly soon.
You already produced 2 EP.
Yeah.
System and Remember You.
Well, singles.
Singles, sorry.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about the history of this.
Yeah, well, Remember You was, I had another track as well called Without You. That was, as Trilogy, that was the very first, and then Remember You was the second, System's the third single, so yeah, System's kind of like the, you know, my latest release. You know, it's been out for a couple of months and stuff, so yeah, System, I just knew, like, when I first heard that beat, like, you know, I wrote it, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, you know what I mean, so, but that's just production, man. When you got the right music, whatever, that's why I'm real. So that's another thing too. I want to say I'm inconsistent, but I always look for the best production. You know what I mean? Sure. Because the second you have the right production, you write something to it's easier. You don't have to struggle. The ideas come to you as well. So I'm always fairly picky about beats and the music that I put behind what I'm gonna say. So System was like has been one of my favorite. Everyone, like, a lot of artists say that about their latest release, but it really is, you know what I mean, for now. So yeah,
we give it a listen to System.
Yeah. Cause I came up just doing what I wanna. With the colored man's almost been a goner. Don't you even dare try to say what you wanna. Oh, you'll be wondering how they took everything from you. Cause all I think about every day is trying to get up. But it doesn't seem like the rain will never let up. Have your face on the ground if you're trying to just get up. Praying to the Lord that you hope you don't give up. Cause I'm holding my